Hey Padawans, it's me, Samson7180, and today we got another Nerf review of the Nerf slingfire. I got this for about $30 at my local Toys R Us because of their closing sales. Came with free 12-pack of darts. Hold on a second. I'm back. Sorry, my dog. I'll leave the door open so that he comes back in. So if you see that door, don't think it's a ghost, please. It's not a ghost. Okay, anyway, before that little intrusion happens, this is slingfire. We're going to, again, start from back to front. Let's start off with the stock. The stock here is super comfortable, and this is not rubber, as I probably would have wished it was. Yeah, I don't know if you hear that. That is complete plastic, and it's a good enough size for my arm, my shoulder, and it'd be good size for pretty much any shoulder. Good cheek rest. This is all plastic, no metal other than the screws in here and probably some of the mechanics in here, like the springs and stuff. But yeah, it's a good fit. We have a sling mount in the back, so if you have a sling, I'm not going to go get it. If you have a sling, you can put it on there and just sling it on your back or whatever. Here we have is the grip. Even though it has that very strange zombie wrap, like cloth wrap, it is so comfortable in my hand. I think it's so comfortable in my hand. I kind of like the zombie wrap. It makes it more comfortable to me. I don't know why other people don't like it and they change it. That's their thing, you know? You don't have to do it. So yeah, here we have is the priming mechanism, and if you're into like Martin Henry cowboy guns, yeah, it's lever action. Boom. Yeah, I know, right? It's cool, right? Yeah, totally. Yeah, yeah. It's no lie. Anyway, yeah, that's your priming mechanism, and this is weird because you have to do it all the way to the front, pretty much here. That's your fully primed position. That is like, I'm primed and ready to fire. Then you slam it back home, boom, and then you fire. This trigger, super comfortable. It's kind of small. Sorry, I know I can't see it. That's your trigger. So after you prime it, you already know the stuff if you've played any gun sport. So yeah, it's a very light trigger. It's not a hairline trigger or like a hammer shot trigger or anything like that. It's very like you know when you're hitting that catch string. Here we have is the back or the rear sight. Rear sight. It's okay for a sight. These things aren't really accurate, so there's not really a way to show where you're aiming. You could try to adjust, but you could just be doing something way worse. So yeah, that's your rear sight. Those two little lines back there. Good thing I'm having a white background on that picture. Here we have your tack rail, your ultimate tactics rail. I know I have it's not a sight, but it's something way better. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me pull that off. Oh yeah, holy tactics, Batman. I just stole the off Coop, didn't I? Whatever. See, yeah, you got your bipod, you know. I'm only joking. So, yeah, that's your tack rail. It's only one tack rail because this is the zombiestrike line. If you're looking for more tack rails, go to the Modulus line. They have so many tack rails and so much tactics. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so yeah, that is your tack rail. This is your jam release. If you look in there, that is where most likely your magazine would be. Right down there. And you can check your bolt sled in here. This is the first ever blaster I have ever saw that you can leave this jam door open and still fire the blaster. I know, right? It's super cool. So let's say you have a jam and you already had it open. Oh, I could just quickly clear my jam out of there, get out of there, stupid dart, and boom. It's cool. This blaster is cool. There's no way you should hate this blaster, other than its weakness. Other than that, you can mod it. Hello. Here we have is another sling mount, which you can also use to put on your back or your front or anywhere else on your body. You could also use the front sight and this hole in the front for slings, but I honestly don't care. That's up to you. Down here is your mag and your mag release right here. So when you prime it, to release the mag, you move this all the way to the front, and you pull this orange thing back. When you move it back, that'll leave enough space for you to remove that magazine or put one in. You have to do the same thing. So let's say my mag right here. Move it up. I just put it right in there. And then let's say I push this all the way back, fired all my darts. Now I push it all the way to the front where it clicks. Well, of course I'm not using the right hand, but I move this button and it falls right out. That's a fail in the bloopers book. Here's your grip right around here. This is a very comfortable grip, I may add. You can hold it pretty much anywhere right here. Yeah, anywhere right there. I think, yeah, the shroud right here is very comfortable. There are 3D parts for an extended barrel, but that could also lead to barrel drag, which is, or dart drag, or barrel drag, whatever it's called, which is when the dart, let's say this is the barrel, right? Then the dart fires from the blaster. It can hit the edges of the barrel, and it will lose most of its energy when leaving the barrel, which means a weaker dart. And that won't be fun for you when you're trying to hit them from like 10 feet, or no, like 30 feet, 30, 70 feet away. I don't know. I don't know what ranges you're going for. But I wouldn't say this is meant for long ranges. It's pretty much meant for like anything. But I wouldn't say go run and gun and just go, because that's going to hurt your finger. That's the one problem with this thing. This thing has to be cranked all the way to the front and back and fired multiple times. When I was at this recent Nerf war on March 18th, my middle finger was super sore when I got this blaster the day before. So it was like I had to wear gloves. Even then, they weren't very good gloves. So it really hurt a lot when I kept priming it over and over and over, which is something you're going to have to get used to. But I would say this is a very good price for $30. Now, let's get my magazine that fell onto the floor, and we could do like a small firing test. So let's move this guy over here, right? You already know how this goes. I'm sorry for the mess. I need to clean. Oh, and I will also show you some cool tricks with the blaster. Itself, since people think of it as like the Argus or the Terminator gun from, of course, Terminator. Is that my first jam or second jam? That's my jam. There we go. We have a jam, boys. There's the first jam. Okay, there we go. Reloaded. So now I have it like this. This is another trick you could do. The first trick, of course, failed, but this is one you could also do. You prime it up to the front. You put your middle finger at the very bottom, and just swing. That's the Terminator one. Whee! And that was all my darts. So yeah, as you can see, I think it's a very fun blaster. I had a blast while using it at that Nerf war. I was like, kapow, 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 kapow. Oh my god, I'm so cool. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I had a blast. I hope you guys had one too. And hopefully, let's move it back to me. And hopefully, Padawans become Jedi soon. See you later.